Look at the last person you texted. You trust them, but you have no idea why. You didn't choose it. You didn't decide one day to let them in. It just happened, quietly, without your permission. And the strangest part is that your brain made that decision about them within seconds of meeting them, long before you knew their name, long before they ever gave you a reason. Scientists have now mapped exactly what happens inside your brain the moment it decides to trust someone. And the process is nothing like what you think it is. It starts before they even open their mouth. The human face has 43 muscles. No other animal has anything close to that level of facial complexity. And your brain has spent your entire life building a recognition system around it. The moment a face enters your visual field, your brain runs it through a threat assessment that takes less than 100 milliseconds. Before conscious thought, before language, before any part of you that calls itself a person has even registered that someone is standing there. Your amygdala goes first. It's the oldest part of your brain. Small, almond-shaped, buried deep. It has one job: danger or no danger. And it makes that call faster than you can blink. What it's scanning for is something researchers call trustworthiness cues. High inner eyebrows, a slightly upturned mouth, wide eyes. These features trigger an automatic safety signal. Your brain sees them and relaxes before you do. People with naturally high inner eyebrows are trusted more in every culture on Earth. Your brain is not just scanning their face, it's scanning everything at once. Their voice pitch, their posture, how still they are, whether their eyes move when they talk, whether their words and their body are saying the same thing. Your brain is running all of this in parallel, constantly, without telling you. That is all trust is at its core: predictability. Your brain doesn't trust people, it trusts patterns. The moment someone's behavior becomes predictable, your brain starts to relax its guard. Not because they're safe, because they're known. You've heard of oxytocin. People call it the love hormone, the bonding chemical, the trust molecule. But that name sells it short. Oxytocin doesn't make you feel love. It makes you lower your guard. It literally reduces activity in the amygdala. The part of your brain that was just running the threat scan goes quiet. And in that quiet, something shifts. You stop analyzing them, you start experiencing them. That shift is the moment trust begins. Here's what makes it stranger. Oxytocin is contagious. When your brain releases it in response to someone, your body language changes. You lean in slightly, your pupils dilate, your voice drops and softens. And when the other person's brain picks up those signals, it releases oxytocin too. Trust is not a decision two people make. It is a chemical loop two brains fall into together. This is why eye contact is so powerful. Sustained eye contact between two people causes synchronized oxytocin release in both brains simultaneously. You are not just looking at someone, you are chemically linking with them. But here's the part that changes everything. Your brain does not build this system from scratch with every new person you meet. It builds it once, in the first 18 months of your life, before you could walk, before you had words, before you had any conscious memory of any of it. Researchers call it attachment style, and it is the single most powerful force shaping every relationship you will ever have. If your early caregivers were consistent, if they showed up when you cried, if they were warm and present and predictable, your brain learned one core lesson. Most people go their entire lives not knowing this program is running. They just think some people are easy to trust and some aren't. Your brain doesn't just decide to trust someone, it decides how much to trust them based on how much you need to. In 2019, a research team at Caltech ran a study where participants played a trust game while their brain activity was monitored. What they found was unexpected. The less control a participant felt over their life, the more their brain amplified trust signals from strangers. Every manipulator, every cult leader, every con artist works by first removing your sense of control. They create uncertainty, they create fear, and then they offer themselves as the answer. Your brain, running ancient code, opens the door. This is why people who go through crises together bond faster and deeper than people who meet under normal circumstances. So what does this mean for the people already in your life, the ones you trust without knowing why? It means your brain has been quietly building a case on all of them since the moment you met. Every consistent thing they did, every time they showed up, every time their words matched their actions, every time they were predictable when they could have been anything else. Your brain logged all of it, weighed it, filed it away. And at some point, without announcing it, without asking you, it opened the door. You didn't decide to trust them. Your brain decided for you. Based on a system built before you were old enough to question it, running on chemistry older than language, shaped by people you may not even remember. The person you trust most in the world got in, not because they were perfect, not because they never hurt you, but because somewhere in all the noise and uncertainty and history between you, your brain found a pattern it could finally predict, and it called that safety, and it called that home.